we go. So mōrena koutou, we will begin with karakia, and so I'll hand over to Te Rukutia to lead us in that.
Kia ora Abby, ngā mihi mahana kia koutou katoa, he karakia tīmata. E whātoro atu ana te ngākau ki rangi nui e tūnei, ki papātua nuku e tākoto nei, ki ngā pauwhare o ngā tupuna, e wakaaro nui ana ki ngā tangata katoa. Hei whakatōkia ai ki te ngākau mārama, ki roto ki tēnā ki te no tātou. Hei waka onua, ko te kiko ki te wairua, hei whakapakiri, e takitaki, e aku e te reo me ona tikanga, i roto e te ātārangi, o papa o ngā tupuna, koiara e rongo, whakiere ake ki runga, tūturu whakamau kia tīna, haumi e hui e,
Kai ki.
Kia ora.
Tukuna kia Abby.
Tēnā koutou, kua hui mai nei. Ngā mihi ki ngā mana whenua. E te kai karakia, perukutia, tēnā koe. I ngā rangatira o te wā, ngā mihi. I ngā manuhiri, no mai, haere mai. Ko ai au, ko ingarangi, ko kōtirana, te whakapaparanga mai. Engari, ko tāmaki makauro, te whenua tupu. Kei o tautahi ahau e noho ana. He pauhiwa ahau i PGF Services, ko Abby Popham tōku ingoa. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Kia ora, I'm Abby Popham. I am a pauhiwa health promoter for PGF Services. And the kaupapa for today, why we're all here, is the launch of Huia Tāngata Kōtahi, Unite the People, a video series which is made possible through the collaboration of PGF Services and Safer Gambling Aotearoa. Our rangatira speaking today are Heitia, Hannah, Connie, Peti, and Nita. There will be space for questions at the end, and we really look forward to hearing from all of you. So please take that opportunity. Before we get started, we'd like to do some whakawhanaungatanga relationship building. So this is a great space to build connections and to know who is working in this space together. So I'll ask you all to please introduce yourselves by typing into the chat with your name, the service that you work for, and what part of Aotearoa you are in. So I'll give you a little bit of time to do that. Not a Peti. You must have had that prepared. That was typed out very quickly.
Ora, Abby, can you hear me?
I can indeed.
Aroha mai. I can't seem to get our video. You can't see us though, right?
No, it's a dark screen.
No, I'm trying to get the video going for some reason. So, but while I've got the floor, shall I just introduce ourselves?
Go ahead, Walter.
Okay. Well, kia ora, tēnā koutou te whānau e mahi tahi nei ki te whakamauru ngā mamai o tēnei mahi kino ara te mate peti hoi anō. Tēnā koutou. Ko māu tēnei ko Steve Van der Leiden, me ki mātou, ko taku team leader ko ko waita nengua, ko warewai. Aroha mai, I'm being silly. Ko Jackie Van Grunen, no, I'm saying her name wrong, but aroha mai. So yeah, that's us. There's three of us sitting in here in front of my laptop. So aroha mai. I'm just trying to get this jolly video working so you can see us. We even dressed up. I mean, no, I'm kidding.
Okay, Te Pai, feel free to, would it be easier if you jump out then jump back in? Sometimes
I might try that. So yeah, please excuse us. I'll give that a shot. Okay, kia ora whānau.
Oh, it's great to see where everyone is from. Kia ora everyone. Pam, Briar, Nita, Evan, Carolyn, Diana, Sarah, Heitia, and Te Rukutia. Thank you all. Now, I'm sure those responses will keep rolling in, and we can let that happen. That's great, but I am conscious of time. So I'd like now for us to get started, and we will begin with Matua Heitia Raureti, who will be sharing our karakia, our blessing for this series. As he does this, I will share my screen.
Now video going, start video.
Oh, video doesn't seem to quite be working yet for you, but I'm just going to chuck you on mute.
On mute, thank you,
So while Matua Heitia does our blessing, our tupu karakia, I will share my screen and we can show the landing page on PGF's website for this whānau series. It's quite beautiful, if we do say so ourselves. So over to you, Matua Heitia.
Kia ora tātou. Tēnei mihi ake ana kia tātou katoa e wama. Kua tuhia ngā kōrero mōku ki te chat. Hoi anō, he paku whakamārama tēnei I taku mahi I konei. Just a brief explanation of what I'm doing. And if I look like I'm looking upwards, that's because I've got two screens. And it's easier for me to see the bigger screen. So Peti asked me to do the karakia for this kaupapa. And Peti is my niece, so I had to say yes. And there are two karakia that I'll be doing. One is a karakia to clear a pathway when you're on a journey, and to clear it of any obstructions and to make your journey easier. A journey or a kaupapa. The second one is to imbue this kaupapa with mauri, the mauri of our tupuna, the mauri of our environment, the mauri that will help it to be successful. Ka pai, koe te whakamārama I wama tēnei mihi ake ana kia tātou. Tēnei te ara ka hura, tēnei te ara ka puaki, tēnei te ara ka tūwhera hua ki nā te ara. Te ara ka imua, te ara ka itua, te ara ka iwaho takahia te ara. Whāia kia mārama ki te pai whenua, ki te pai rangi, ki te pai tawhiti whāia kia tata. Tau araia ngā maruai tū, tura kina te kino, tura kina te taupā, tura kina ka patu. Kaupapa ka eke, kia eke panuku, kia eke tangaroa, kia eke ki tai paini. Kia piki te kaha, kia piki te ora, kia piki te māramatanga, haumi e, hui e, taiki. Mai e te tupua, mai e te tawhito, mai e te kāhui o ngā riki, mai e tā whiwhiki ngā tua tēnei rā, te mauri nui, te mauri roa, te mauri tapu, te mauri ka whakapiki, te mauri ka whakakake, te mauri o rangi e tui honei, te mauri o papatua nuku e takoto mai nei, te mauri tapu o ngā tūpuna me tō rā tau tai ao. Kia tau te mauri ki runga ki tēnei kaupapa nui, whakaharahara me ona kai hāpai. Tēnei te matatau ka eke whakatū tārewa ki te rangi, ki te taumatoangi tū, uhi wero tau mai te mauri, haumi e hui e taiki. Pēnā tātai.
Ngā mihi nui ki a koe, Heitia. Thank you for that. Now Matua Heitia will head off in his own time when he's ready. Thank you so much for sharing that with us this morning. Yeah, appreciate that. I will now share my screen again slightly differently for a rongoa composition to go alongside some beautiful photos that we have relevant to this kaupapa in this video series. So I just want to acknowledge Jerome Kavanagh Poutama and his whānau of taonga puoro for this. So give me a moment while I share my screen. I need to make sure that I share sound. There's a technology, isn't it? I don't know, let me just refresh this. It worked perfectly 30 minutes ago.
unnegotiable.
That gives you a little bit more background into who is taking part in these videos and the powerful wahine that we'll hear from. I will now pass on to Hannah and Connie from Safer Gambling Aotearoa to share the opening address for today. Ngā mihi, Hannah and Connie.
Kia ora, thank you, Abby. Kia ora koutou, it's really lovely to be here today and to speak to you about some of the wonderful mahi that PGF and Peti have done. So, ko Hannah tuku ingoa, I am Hannah. I am part of the Minimising Gambling Harm team here at the National Public Health Service within Te Whatu Order. So we used to be Te Hiringa Hauora, or the Health Promotion Agency. Big health reforms happened, as you'll all be aware, and so now we sit somewhere a little bit differently, but we've still been able to do all the mahi that we've been doing over the years, which is great. So yeah, I'm here to speak a little bit about the Safer Gambling Aotearoa brand, which was established over a year ago, and this has really provided the foundations for the community grant fund that has been part of this mahi that we're here to support today. I'm also here with my colleagues Sarah Bain and Connie Field, who have been great in this project, and we also have Edu Loach, who I'm sure you'll all be familiar with. He isn't able to join us today, but he's been a huge advocate for this mahi and been really supportive. So he sends all of his warmest and kindest regards, and I know he'll be gutted to miss the launch, and we'll definitely be watching it when it's released later on. The Community Grants Fund is quite a historical piece of work that our team has been doing for lots of years, and the intention of this project has always been to just support the Minimising Gambling Harm services across the motu and help them deliver initiatives to promote minimising gambling harm messages within their communities. Sorry, someone knocked at the door. Last year we had a bit of a review of the grants project and to kind of reflect these, our intentions, and so we could align it more with the Safer Gambling Aotearoa brand that we had encompassed the previous year. So for this year, we really wanted to just get more money out into communities and put more money towards the Community Grant Fund so we could develop substantial and long-term innovative ideas that will be beneficial for the communities. We really wanted to encourage services to collaborate with their existing relationships within their communities. And this meant we were able to see a really diverse range of initiatives that might not directly sit within the minimising gambling harm space, but they really are still really relevant to the MGH kaupapa because they look at those wider determinants of health and really getting a look at those higher levels, which is really important, and that's where all that kind of long-term change happens. So it's been really awesome to see how the Huia Tāngata Kōtahi project reflects these intentions so strongly. The work that the Minimising Gambling Harm Services and community do is so integral to making progress in the minimising of gambling harm. And so for us, the Community Grant Fund for Safer Gambling Aotearoa is just an opportunity to embrace te tiriti o waitangi, ngā manukura, and te mana whakahaere. The community leadership and self-determination, this is where the real change happens and those connections exist. So being able to collaborate and support PGF with this one on the series is really exciting. It's been such a privilege to support you guys in the Huia Tāngata Kōtahi series. This kaupapa is just really important and so essential for the minimisation of gambling harm and just general reducing the health inequities we see within Māori communities. So yeah, it's really cool to be able to support it, so thank you. the Huia Tāngata Kōtahi project, it really demonstrates the power and strength of kōrero by Māori, for Māori, of Māori. And this mahi has really allowed that space for these kōrero to happen. Our team is always super happy to work with Peti and Nita and the rest of the PGF group. So yeah, we've had so much trust and appreciation for all the work that you've done and for the work you've given back to your communities and your iwi. Yeah, it's an exemplar of what we hope to achieve and what we hope to achieve when power and voice is given back to communities. And we look forward to continuing in the support of the rest of your mahi. So thank you. Thank you for letting us into your space today. It's been a real joy. And I'll just quickly pass over to Connie.
Kia ora. Tautoko what Hannah said, they've said it beautifully. I don't need to add too much more. But this kaupapa is incredible and the weight of it doesn't go unnoticed. I came into the minimising gambling harm space recently and have only heard great things about PGF and the team, which is a testament to the incredible mahi that you all do. And just to reiterate, Edu wishes he could be here. He has a lot of support and love for this mahi. So yeah, thank you guys.
Kia ora, Hannah, Connie, and the courier driver. Thank you all for what you contributed. No, but thank you all to the whole team. You don't go unnoticed either. It's massive. It's a real collaborative effort, and we're appreciative of everyone involved and all the people who are here today to listen to this kaupapa. And on that, a little bit more about the project itself. We'll now hear from Peti and Nita from PGF Services, a little bit more background about what Huia Tāngata Kōtahi is all about.
Tēnā tātou katoa, I hono mai ki tēnei whakanuia I te kaupapa whakahirahira ko Huia Tāngata Kōtahi. E mihi kawana kia te rukutia, korua ko Abby I whakatau I a tātou I runga I te oranga e Rikoriko ai. E mihi hoki ana kia matua Heitia e kawea mai nei I ngā takutaku, I ngā karakia, I ngā whakaaro o ngā mātua tupuna me ngā tikanga. E mihi hoki ana kia iru me ona whānau I tēnei wā, koutou hoki kia Sarah, Hannah, me Connie, I hāpaitia I te kaupapa, ara ko Huia Tāngata Kōtahi. Nā reira, tēnā koutou katoa. He tino mihi atu ki ngā tangata rongonui. I manakitia mai te kaupapa. I mauria mai I ngā pukenga, I ngā mātauranga, ngā kōrero tuku iho. Ngā kōrero tupato kia whakaoho ai I ngā iwi, ngā hapu, me ngā whānau, me ngā hāpuri, ki ngā tarukino o te matipitipiti. Nā reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Kia ora, on behalf of Nita and I, thank you everybody so much for attending the launch and blessing of our Huia Tāngata Kōtahi Unite the People Wānanga Series 2023. We are super proud of the collaboration that started from a planning team meeting held at the beginning of last year. Taking a steer from the Ministry of Health strategy to prevent and minimise gambling harm, Māori are a priority population. The Ministry's definition of equity is: in Aotearoa, New Zealand, people have differences in health that are not only avoidable, but unfair and unjust. Inequities are not random. They are typically due to structural factors present in society and the local community. Their causes are often complex and multifaceted and outside of the scope of the health system to address on its own. As you may know, Nita and I share whakapapa to Ngāti Huia ki Katihuku, Ngāti Raukawa, Ngāti Toa, And from there, the conversation continually evolved that took us on a journey to give expression to the values of the Problem Gambling Foundation that are social justice, people-centered, innovation, courageous, professional, and te tiriti o waitangi. We've produced it on a budget without a filming production crew and filmed on location in the homes of our Māori influencers and Te Ara a Tāwhaki Marae on the Te Wānanga o Raukawa campus in Otaki. The name of our Wānanga series is from a Māori newsletter of the late 1800s. The newsletter was an avenue for Māori to communicate between tribal groupings of the systemic injustices being experienced at that time, including the significant land confiscations. And so this name is fitting given the context to our video series and raising awareness about the systemic injustices continuing to impact on Māori communities' ability to flourish, our whakapapa to the region, and the manuhuia. I'd like to acknowledge kaumātua, iwi and whakapapa historian Rupine Waaka for guiding us as kaitiaki to reconnect to our national taonga, connecting the past to reclaim the present and into the future where Māori and all peoples can flourish free from gambling harm. The series connect authentically and genuinely with Māori influences to discuss systemic injustice relevant in the spaces they occupy, gambling harm and their kaupapa that promote community well-being through a Māori lens. Connecting with the voices of our Māori influences was a beautiful and humbling experience to create a safe space to wānanga where we could whakawhiti kōrero. They came well prepared, and we are privileged to enable their voices to reach the light. The experiences and observations are real. They articulate what for me is a Māori experience every day. And so we hope that our whānau viewers are able to resonate on the same level to find healing, understanding, reconnection, and energy to take appropriate action for our good health and well-being. And so we are extremely grateful to our Māori influencers, Associate Professor Dr. Veronica Tāwhai for Māteke Mai Aotearoa, Libby Hakaraia for Māoriland, Tāneko and Vienna Nordstrom of Soldiers Road, and Charlene Mau Davis, Pania Solomon, and Hamaima Wirimukakik of the Rongoā Collective of the Art Confederation for generously gifting their time, expertise, and experience to the kaupapa, with kaitiakitanga for the circumstances that have arisen through settler colonisation, and in examining their grassroots kaupapa Māori solutions to the problems Indigenous peoples are presented with every day. We are really proud to be a recipient of the Safer Gambling Aotearoa Community Funding Grant to deliver on this passion project. Thank you to Edu, Hannah, Sarah and Connie, and the wonderful team at Te Hiringa Hauora, HPA, now known as Health Promotion of the National Public Health Service of Te Whatu Ora. We deeply appreciate your belief in the project to reach our whānau viewers. I would also like to acknowledge Māori Land Hub for support with editing the series, Te Wānanga o Raukawa for allowing us to film with Te Ara a Tāwhaki on the Otaki campus, Orotoa Māori Ora, particularly Hinemo Metikingi, Tānia Pānui for preparing the most gorgeous rongoā gift packs to koha to our Māori influencers, Jerome Kavanagh Poutama and his whānau of taonga puoro, Te Haa o Pohokura, Māori artist Huriana Kopeke Te Aho for permission to use her image of the late Moana Jackson, and matua Heitia Raureti for blessing our taonga series. Thank you also to our communications team, to Director Andre Frood and Manager Jeff Hayward for assisting to bring the Huia Tāngata Kōtahi series to life on our channels. Especially to our National Director of PGF Services, Bridget Thornley, Pautikanga, Kai Whakarite, and Public Health Lead, Te Rukutia Tungawhikau, and Senior Pohiwa, Nita Ropata-Riki, who have supported the project from its inception with ongoing encouragement, support, and protection of our kaupapa. In planning the series, we've asked our Māori influencers for permission to share the series with audiences for 10 years as a resource for whānau and the gambling harm minimisation and prevention sector. Our ultimate goal is for whānau viewers to reflect critically about their interactions with gambling products, about systemic injustices, to be reflective about our beautiful ancestral origins, about tupuna mātauranga, and to find the courage to choose intergenerational wealth creation in our mindset. Given the context to the Wānanga series, it is fitting that the release of our series is aligned to Waitangi Day. The Wānanga series will be available on Monday, the 6th of February via pgf.nz/blog. We hope that you're able to view, enjoy, and share the series with your whānau and the whānau you engage with as enablers of hauora through a Māori lens. And so we proudly present a taonga series that acknowledges social justice, kaupapa solutions to keep moving forward into a future where Māori communities especially and all peoples can flourish free from gambling harm. Kia ora. Back over to you, Abby.
Kia ora, Peti. Beautiful words. I've just shared the link to PGF on the chat, and just letting you know that the landing page is visible right now, but if you try to watch any of the videos, it'll take you through to a video that we put out at the end of last year up until the 6th. So the videos you will be able to view from Monday, but right now you can just view the landing page. Yeah, it was really important to us that this was a launch for Monday, for the 6th of February. And we wanted to do this launch beforehand to just provide a bit of context and a bit more understanding before it launched. But yeah, we look forward to all of you buzzing away on our page next week. So now we have the opportunity for questions. If there's anything, any comments or questions that anyone would like to share to our rangapera today, please use this opportunity now. We are well ahead on time, so don't be shy. I'll give you some time to think, but it would be really, really fabulous to have some questions, or I'll just have to pass.
Kia ora koutou. Kia ora, Abby. I just wanted to, I don't have any questions. I actually just wanted to jump on to say, to share my appreciation and how amazing this sounds. And I look forward to watching them and sharing these resources to our communities and also to my whānau, like just coming, just immediate, yeah, so ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. Kia ora.
Kia ora, Siobhan. Thank you.
That might be a wrap. Hey, look, it's just been an absolute pleasure to work on this project and, you know, to collaborate with our Māori influencers, and yeah, so please do find the time to share with your whānau and get them out there, because the messages, you know, the flow that comes through is just aroha. It's all done with aroha and wairua, and we're just so grateful to our Māori influencers for taking a stand and being so generous with sharing, you know, their observations and experiences. So yeah, enjoy.
Thank you, Peti. Well, if nobody else has any questions or comments, feel free to type anything in the chat. If we prefer not to speak, we'll then close with karakia in such a space. Thanks, Evan. Kia ora, Turuputia, would you mind closing us off?
Well, thank you everyone for what you've shared today, and I think it's all been said, so be my pleasure to close this up. Ko uru mai a hau ora, a hau maia, a hau kaha, ki runga ki raro ki roto, ki waho, rire hau, pai mā rire. May we all have the energy, wellness and strength with us and go encompassed in peace. Kia pai tō koutou rā. Have a wonderful day.
Kia ora.